afterwards, but they usually do. They've done speeches before they do ones. So it is there.
I found a dangerous pigeon.
Oh, I've been watching something. Well, they might both turned up now.
Catch the pigeon, catch the pigeon. I'm live, guys, I'm live here in Leeds. We have a police van. Apparently there is something to do with Pro-Palestine here today. But it's all very quiet. Adam was just trying to tell me that there isn't anything going on and all the police have run away because they're bored.
Oh, I didn't say that. It's a bit strange. But we'll just have to see.
So we got the socialist worker signs, they're everywhere. And everybody looks bored and as if nothing's going to happen. We got the Leeds Palestine Solidarity Campaign, We Demand Change, Greens for Palestine, and something to do with the Socialist Worker Party. All the signs are from the Socialist Worker Party, so they've managed to spread their money. Pat's over there, he's come back. We have the PLO here in light blue. Hello Mel. Well, it looks like it's a Palestine something. They're doing something out here. They're doing something out here. They're going to start shouting and screaming and really annoying everybody in these pubs. This lot are really going to enjoy it all. Even people with some kids there. Wagwan blood, says Templar Knight. And we do have a police van here, so they might be expecting a few people. We have Pat over there. Should I see if I can zoom in on him? You might just be able to see him in the centre of the screen now. And I'm here with Adam. Catch the pigeon, catch the pigeon. He's looking very fetching today. And we only found out about this this morning. Then I was working, I completely forgot about it, and then Adam mentioned it. And the last time we turned up for something that was happening in the middle of the week on an evening in Leeds, they did something at the BBC and there was only about 20 people turned up. But it's a lot bigger and could be a bit more interesting today. Victor. Victoria, you're coming up. They're up at City Square. Grab Hayden. Let's go and stand with the pigeons. I'm already with a pigeon, Mr. Street Hawk. This is Leeds. I'm with you there, Tal. Tal, I need to thank you for your super chat last week at the live stream. I was focused so much on what was going on around, and then trying to sort out, because I was getting messages that my stream had gone down, that I was unable to look hardly at all at my chats coming through. So thank you very much. Oh, we'll be seeing Victor much more often on Saturdays. And who have we got here? Why can't I zoom in? There's a little group of 5 of them. I think a couple walked. There's a couple has walked in. Maybe they've have you been told to be on your guard after London and Manchester?
Yeah, it's a bit of an impromptu gathering in.
You're just wanting something to do, eh? It's usually so safe and nice here in Leeds. Canticle, hello, hello. Who else is here? Who haven't I said hello to? CP. Hello, CP. Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Can I get higher? Getting higher. My problem's going to be getting down. I'm getting old.
You know, under there there's supposed to be, I think it's under there's an underground network, a train station, all sorts. But I forget what's...
So we've got a nuclear bunker under here.
No, it's, I think it's like an underground station. There's one from the Merrin Centre. There used to be I think the plan was to have an underground all over Leeds for people, and they closed it down.
But that's what it'll get used for. If we end up getting Menwith Hill splattered with a nuclear bomb, everybody will be going down there.
Yeah, but you'll make it in time. Just imagine how long it took by the time you put the blocks up.
From the belly of the beast, from the belly of the beast,
How am I going to get down from here?
from the belly of the beast.
I have to go this way.
Free, free,
Scare the pigeons.
free, 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 free. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a.
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 Terrorist state.
Free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Stop the genocide
Well, it is sounding a bit weak today, isn't
and apartheid.
it? Not a lot of enthusiasm.
Decolonize.
Put some passion into it, man.
Decolonize.
He looks
Donald
bored,
Trump,
out
you
of
will
his
fail.
mind.
Palestine is not for sale. Donald Trump, you will fail.
Palestine is not for sale.
Donald
He
Trump,
really
you will
does look
fail.
bored.
Palestine is not for sale.
Donald Trump, you will fail.
Palestine is not for sale.
Free, free,
Palestine.
free, free,
Palestine.
free, free,
Palestine.
free, free.
Palestine.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever.
from
Oh,
the
I
sea
bet.
to the river,
The man with funny hair.
from the belly of the beast,
Well, at least he's bringing a bit of
From the belly
enthusiasm.
of the beast.
He's got them all
From the
going.
belly of
Good
the
on him.
beast.
Or her.
From the belly of the beast. Alright,
What's my view on the
this is fairly
ceasefire?
easy to do, so I'll just
Well-
briefly explain. Obviously, while here, obviously, a lot of you
Ceasefires
will already know
break.
that recently
You have
we
a
saw
ceasefire. Israel and
Iran,
Iran have agreed a ceasefire.
having strikes upon many
Donald
of its
Trump
facilities
told them to get
recently
together.
by
They got
Israel.
together. They've agreed a
Israel calling it
ceasefire.
preemptive strikes upon
And it will break.
upon
It's
Israel,
like,
saying they're close to building a nuclear weapon.
Donald Trump
Saying
being
that
upset by it.
Like 30 odd years.
He
They're
just
1 year
dropped
away, 2 years
shitloads
away,
of
3 years
30-ton
away.
bombs onto 3 places. So,
And then obviously we're seeing the attacks
what can
back,
you say?
in reply, defending themselves against Israel's attacks from Iran. We're seeing many military bases that were in Israel kind of set ablaze in response. And yet, despite this, these two countries fighting each other, we saw
You added some
quite
enthusiasm
recently,
then. I was
US
well impressed.
directly getting involved by also striking on Iran. And after that, we saw Donald Trump parading himself around saying, we now have a ceasefire that I myself have put forward, and how quick did that ceasefire fall apart with Israel breaking it in mere seconds and attacking Iran once again. So we are out here.
What does who
today,
want from the
not
British
just to say
public?
that Israel is a terror state
This
enacting
guy here.
violence and repression across everyone in the Middle East, but also to show that there needs to be a strong anti-war movement here. We
Ooh, an
have
anti-war
been
movement.
standing against the genocide in Gaza for 2 years, and now we are seeing a direct shift that takes Israel as not simply
They've
just a
been
watchdog anymore, but one who
pro-genocide
wants to
of
open many
Israel.
regional
They've
wars
not been
on so many
anti-war, they've been
fronts
pro-war.
in the Middle East. And
What
we're
do they
seeing the
think
same
River to
language
the Sea
echoed not just
means?
by
What do they think
the
end the
Israelis
occupation
and the US
means?
government, but by Keir Starmer himself. Language
What
that
a
is
load of shit.
eerily similar
Lies, hypocrisy,
to the
bullshit.
language used during the Iraq War. They had weapons of mass destruction. We need to go in there. We're there to liberate them. We saw what happened during the Iraq
Listen
War.
to this
and I feel
emotional
like we need to
bullshit. They've
move
spent
more
1.5
quicker and
years
mobilise
promoting
earlier now more
Hamas,
than ever to say that there
promoting
shouldn't be
genocide,
no war in the Middle East.
promoting the
There needs to be
annihilation
no
of a
war
particular
against Iran,
country and its
the UK
peoples.
should end its complicity. They're doing a lot
And this
more
guy
now
is now going, we're
with
anti-war.
their actions.
He's full of shit.
And I think now with that,
He's a lying
we'll
little
move on to speakers.
turd.
First, we have Jack Thornton from, what's it called again? Wiedemann Change. Sorry, my mind's lost. And he'll be speaking for a few minutes.
Ah, the ginger melt is called Jack Thornton. Right.
Thank you. I won't go over what Jawad's just laid out fantastically, but what I will start with is the other reason why we're here today, which is the Labour government's decision to prescribe Palestine Action next week as a terrorist organisation. And under the Terror Act, people will then face
Right,
14 years in prison for expressing support or being a member of a group that has courageously resisted this government's complicity in the genocide for the last 2 years. It is a complete moral bankruptcy from this government to claim that direct action protest against the regime that is currently supporting a genocide is akin to anything like terrorism.
Protest is good
attacks.
when it's peaceful, but
It is
when
an
you
attempt
attack
to
the
demonise
military
activists
of this
within our
country,
movement who are very much part of the
terrorism.
movement for Palestine.
Attempting
and it is a
to
move
deliver a
born out
political
of
message
fear from this government
through
at the
terrorism.
mass opposition that has taken place over the last 2 years, and that they know will come back onto the streets again and again as Israel continues to escalate not only its genocide in Palestine, but a wider war in the Middle East. It is a fearful reaction from this government, and this judgment can be resisted through protests like we saw the other day in central London. In the middle of the day, hundreds of people were able to come out and protest that judgment already, and this is not yet set in stone. The government are pursuing this prescription of Palestine Action, but it hasn't yet happened. So we have until next week to rally on the streets, to get into our workplaces, to issue statements of solidarity with Palestine Action, to make clear that it is not just the brave few that attack, that dismantle arms factories, that make their way onto military bases to dismantle planes that support this genocide, that every single one of us here supports Palestine Action, supports the actions that they take. And the best way to do that, I think, is taking part in mass blockades of arms factories, the likes of which PSC, the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, organised in recent weeks, hitting 3 arms factories and shutting them down for the day in mass protest. Both these things, mass militant action, can be combined with the action of the likes of Palestine Action to win real change in this country, and it should be supported, and every single one of us should continue to support the direct action that is taking place. But I want to talk about as well the fact that this is happening in the context of Britain and the British state saying not only do they support the Israeli state and they continue to supply arms, not only do they support the US's bombing of Iran, but they want this country to be a global capital for defence tech firms. They want to bring Palantir, a data harvesting military contractor, into relationships with our National Health Service. They want to give more contracts to defence technology firms here, more subsidies, more money, our taxpayer money being spent on weapons of destruction in this country. And that is really why they're attacking Palestine Action.
Israeli lies.
Were able to get into an RAF base. These bases that they spend billions of pounds maintaining, that they say are some of the most secure institutions in this country. Well, a couple of activists, one on an electric scooter, one on a bike, managed to get into the middle of that facility and damage planes on our turf. It's a huge humiliation to this government, who claim to be a leading military power, who use that prestige as a justification for all of the cuts to benefits that they are forcing through right now to keep fueling the arms industry with more money.
It's humiliating for our society that we have such people in our society that would do that to our military.
The liberation of Palestine, but also fighting back against the benefit cuts that are being levied against the poorest people in this society to pay for more profits for arms companies. It also stands against the repression of activists and groups like
Where's Shabnam today?
Against Palestine Action. It stands for the liberation of the LGBT community and the opposition to racism.
I think she might have been told to keep away.
All of these struggles are connected, because this government will attack any single group that it thinks it can to be able to force through the cuts that it thinks are necessary for its economy. Well, in groups like We Demand Change, I think we can organise to fight that. We had a summit just last week with 200.
If public sector includes being paid by the public money, as in unemployed, then yeah.
And support all the fantastic activist groups that are here in
I think you're right, Bennett.
Yorkshire. And our next meeting after the summit is tonight at 7 o'clock. We have a hybrid option as well, but please come and speak to me if you want to get involved. This has been going just for the last couple of months and keeps growing, keeps getting more organisations involved. I think now, more than ever, when the attacks are coming from every single direction at the moment,
if you could argue to me
that all of us come together, organise together, learn the lessons of the group like Palestine Action and the others that are represented here today, in how we can fight back, so that we're all stronger and united.
I've forgotten his name. Is that irrelevant? I want to know where the overfed pigeon is, though. Where is my favourite overfed pigeon?
They say warfare, we say welfare.
Oh, enthusiasm.
They say warfare. They say warfare. They say warfare. They say warfare.
And the people in the restaurant, bar and grill are subjected to this. What's it like to come out for a early evening
1, 2, 3,
meal
4.
and drink in beautiful Leeds city centre,
1, 2, 3,
and
4.
you end up with
5,
this
6, 7, 8.
right outside, screaming at you all evening.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't want your bloody war!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
This person has enthusiasm.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East!
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East!
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East!
They say.
Now, I have absolutely no idea whether this person is male, female,
We say welfare!
They say warfare.
or I don't know,
They say warfare.
a slug maybe? I haven't got a clue. Is it human?
Sue Price, Stop the War Coalition.
Stop the War Coalition.
My name's Susan actually, and yes, I'm representing Leeds and Wakefield Stop the War, but I'm also representing Wakefield Palestine Action. And one of the reasons I'm mentioning that is, in our area we have 4 MPs, one of them's good, he supports Palestine, he's anti the cuts, etc, etc. The other 3 are awful, but one we've got is particularly dreadful. In other words, we have the misfortune in Wakefield District to have the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, as one of our MPs.
Yay! You voted her
I'd
in.
like to tell you though, I think she's very definitely at risk at the next general election.
To reform, yeah.
Wakefield Palestine Action and Stop the War have agreed to organise a demonstration outside her office this Friday. It's at 12 o'clock, which I recognise will be difficult for a lot of you, but we'd really appreciate it if people could come.
We could get some people there to watch that.
I understand from people in her constituency that she usually
mean?
comes to the office on a weekend.
Why would I speak Arabic? I live in England.
Obviously, but there is
What's
a good
Shigwell?
chance that she will be in the office, and even
Pardon?
if she isn't, she will be aware that we are there. It's
No understanding.
Queen's Mill in Castleford.
I don't understand you now. I don't know what Shigwell means.
Thank you.
Castleford.
I don't know.
There's also a direct train, and it's not Leeds, so parking's very cheap. So you have no excuses for not coming. Please come. Stop the War, as I'm sure you're all aware, started back at the time of the Iraq War. And everything Stop the War have done subsequently is to oppose all wars. Killing is wrong. Arms trade is wrong. All the money that is spent on arms could be
I don't know who
spent
that guy was.
on
I couldn't understand
minor
him.
Things like hospitals,
At all.
like housing, like education, like all the things that every person in the world would actually
He might have been a
like to
lion
have.
from Iran. I don't know.
2 trillion a year is spent on
If anybody
arms
knows what Shigwell
every
means,
single year.
please let me know.
50% of that is by the United States, a country that does not provide health care for its citizens. That is fundamentally
Darren.
sick.
Mark,
What we need
Trevor.
to do is learn the lessons of history. The ruling class have learned the lessons of history, but we fail to do it time after time after time. When I saw about Cooper deciding to prescribe Palestine Action, it reminded me of a former Nazi
it's proscribed,
supporter
not
who
prescribed.
changed his mind.
They're not trying to
during
put
the
them
war.
available for free on the
Pastor
NHS.
Niemöller. What he said was he was an anti-communist, which was why he was pro-Nazi. He said when they came for the communist,
It's a bit of a non
I said
sequitur.
nothing because I wasn't a communist. When they
I'm
came
a
for the
Nazi because
socialists,
I'm not communist
I said
or I'm
nothing
anti-communist.
because I wasn't a
That's
socialist.
a straight non-sequitur.
When they came for the trade unionists, I said nothing because I wasn't a trade unionist. When they came for the Jews, I said nothing because I was not a Jew. And when they came for me, there was no one left to speak for me. That's the lesson we need to learn. That's why we must support Palestine Action. Those young people
Hey,
that are
LTG,
currently
good to see
in
you.
jail and may be going to jail have risked their entire futures for the people of Palestine. In comparison to what they're suffering, it's nothing, but it's a magnificent gesture by those individuals, and we should always, always support Palestine Action. I'm not a...
Listen to these terrorists.
I'm not a member of Palestine Action,
To
but
be.
I believe in direct action, and I believe that's the only way we are going able to change the views of this disgusting government. And I
It's not
expect some of you
peaceful
even
protest,
voted
though,
for
so
them.
it's
I
criminal.
didn't, I'm glad to say. There is no future unless we, as a movement, unite. We will have our differences, we're forced to have our differences, but we need to unite, to argue for peace, to argue for justice, to argue for freedom for every single person in the world. Nobody is superior to me, and nobody is inferior to me. We are all people, we all deserve a decent life. Thank you very much.
Well, there are some bits in there that are actually right. The thing about Palestine is it now has a great opportunity. A great opportunity to rid themselves of terrorists running them. A great opportunity to change their culture, remove their hate. And if they were serious about a two-state solution, and they would recognize Israel, they would have their own country, their own nation immediately. And they could build it up, and they could develop good relations with everybody all the way around, including Israel. But they haven't done that since their inception. By building those good relations, they would also enhance relations with Jordan and Egypt, enhance relations with the rest of the Middle East that is not pro-terrorism, the rest of the Middle East that cannot stand the Palestinians because they are just too nasty for them, and they certainly don't want them in their country.
I'd like to read a statement from co-leader Adrian.
Yeah, but yes, Tal, I agree, it's a job, she gets paid in full for it. I think there were some elements of what she was saying that if you put a different slant on it, it actually works. But the Arab states have been at war with the West for 1400 years and with Israel since 1948 and before.
Rhetoric of Trump and Netanyahu, rather than condemn
Don't know
the
who this is.
indefensible
Let's listen to him.
of both Israel and the US. Keir Starmer has further implied that it is justifiable for the Iranian regime to be bombed back to the negotiating table. I fully recognise the brutal nature of the Iranian regime, but this unilateral action is no way to build peace and risks making the UK once again complicit in escalating a Middle East crisis. Unfortunately, I do not have an official statement yet regarding Palestine Action, so I can only represent the views of those of us who are here today supporting you, but this is an egregious abuse of already repressive laws. The Green Party has repeatedly and consistently supported freedom to protest and freedom of speech, and this is a ridiculous reaction to something that is very clearly not terrorism. Anyway, thank you very much.
You know, I was thinking yesterday of some parallel type of proscribing of certain organisations. The BNP being one of them. I'm sure the BNP was proscribed and you weren't allowed to be part of it at one point. And I don't remember them having done anything particularly different from what this lot do in shouting for genocide and shouting their hate. And I don't remember them doing anything as anywhere near as criminal as smashing up or breaking into military bases and trying to put out of action some £30 million aeroplanes. I don't remember them doing anything like that. Now, that's not to say that they weren't a bunch of racist assholes. They were. It's like, which is exactly what this lot are. And Palestine Action are the IRA element of the whole thing. And this lot are generally I don't know, they're the mothers of the cuckoos, aren't they? They feed them and they nurture them. They're the grass that hides the snakes.
So my university continues to fund and invest in genocide, with my tuition fees going into bombs and weapons instead of back into education to develop.
Hello Lynn, hello Daft Lad.
The new young people of this country.
Welcome,
the US
generic
is
cat.
using the rhetoric that Iran is building a new nuclear weapon. While Israel has nuclear weapons, whilst the US has nuclear weapons, whilst the UK has nuclear weapons, I think this rhetoric is a little bit hypocritical, especially when you consider the death and destruction that Israel has caused to those in Gaza. This is also the same rhetoric that was
Right,
pushed
Benes, I thought they were
throughout
proscribed at one
2003,
point.
and I think we all know the truth behind this. And it is
I think they were rightly
critical
ostracised.
onto the streets and call that out.
I can't stand extremism on either
Because the
side
idea
myself.
that Israel is the
Which is
one
what's egregious
democratic
about what
state
this lot
is
shout. They shout at anybody that doesn't agree with them as if they are far right, extremist, fascist, Nazis, which is strange because those are the most far left you can get, along with international communism.
Attacks and arrests on the protesters yesterday to kneecap.
But the socialists
So I
had
think
to
in this time,
had
we
to
need to
depart
stand together.
from
We need to keep fighting. We need to keep
from
coming out on the
being
streets. We cannot
connected
be scared
to
into
fascism
our
and
homes.
Nazism.
We cannot be scared off of the street, off of being loud, and off of calling out what this government is doing, which is murder, genocide, and increased colonization and pushing into the Middle East, which is not our place to be. Now, we actually have an event in London in a few weeks.
I disagree with her. It is our place to be.
Pink leaflets over there.
We are still
Palestine,
at war after 1400 years with Islam.
Come together to understand
They are
how we
promoting
fight this.
their jihad
It is the time to come together. It is the time
in
to fight
various
back,
different
to
ways,
build
not
and be
necessarily
loud.
just
Because when
terrorism.
they escalate, we escalate. So let's push this movement into new places. Looking at, for example, in Sheffield last week, where we blockaded and we shut down an arms factory that built parts for F-35 jets. We have a place like it just across from Blackburn, Paladine. So why don't we go shut that one down? Why don't we move the movements into these new radical spaces? Because the world powers are building and increasing their bombs and their bombings and their murders. So we need to increase our size, we need to increase how loud we are, and we need to increase how the impact and the damage that we do to their economy and their way of life. So from the belly of the beast, from the belly of the beast.
Exactly, Tal.
Free, free.
That's a good point, that, Mark.
Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine.
Tal says, if you wish for peace, prepare for war.
From the river to the sea.
And Mark says,
From the river to the sea.
his father couldn't stand the
From the
BNP,
river to the sea.
but the grooming gangs should have been addressed
From the
decades
river
ago.
to the
Absolutely
sea.
right.
Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Stop the genocide. Stop the genocide. End apartheid. End apartheid. Decolonize. 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 Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians.
In our millions, in our billions.
We are all Palestinians.
In our millions, in our billions.
We are all Palestinians.
Free, free
Palestine.
Free, free
Palestine.
Free, free
Palestine.
Free, free
Palestine.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the belly
They're still
of
not
the
very
beast.
enthusiastic, are they?
From the belly of the
He needs a
beast.
bit more charisma, this lad.
Sorry, that's not building before. It's a bit off the floor. No. So, just following on from all the people who've heard quite recently and so far, we're seeing
Canticle,
drastic
welcome.
in the movement. We're also seeing drastic pushback as well from us on the ground below. So when they say that they wanted to describe Palestine as a terrorist group, look how many came out to support down in London. When they wanted to push up an arms economy and make factories, not only the one in Sheffield shut down, 2 more across the country shut down as well. And for the one in Sheffield, people came from all over.
You might be right, Tommy Tinkler. This might be a retired geography teachers convention.
And the Midlands to shut down the arms factories. There was not a single space left in there that anyone could get in without us saying no arms coming in or out. That's the way we are pushing back. This movement is taking a step. But we need to do much more than that. Obviously, like we said before, we have Teledyne here in the USA office. The back garden between Leeds and Bradford. Keir Starmer said he wants to build 4 more arms factories. He wants to put £2 billion in
Socialist sociologists, I think,
nuclear
LTG.
submarines. Money that
In
was
it.
cut from Pro-Palestine like Jack mentioned.
Fuck Starmer.
What he said. This is where we take much more radical shift and push more further and harder than we have before. Not only just to involve what's going on in genocide in Gaza, this will involve the entire Middle East and probably even much more further. We are seeing, not only are we seeing the collapse of Israel, I saw the democracy in the Middle East, we are seeing the world powers that be supporting Israel collapsing in themselves. Many will have seen just today how Donald Trump starts swearing at reporters saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing about Israel and Iran. His proclaimed ceasefire collapsed immediately. His visage as this moral individual, despite how bankrupt he is as a person, is collapsing in front of his supporters and in front of the very world because of the action that we are taking in exposing every single lie that the world needs us saying today. But we are going to make that shift. But this Saturday there'll be a
It's
protest, and
fascinating,
we'll have 3
you know?
messages to it. Stop the war. Stop the
Ceasefires
genocide,
are not an
stop the
end to
oppression.
war.
And I urge everyone
They are a
to
temporary
raise
thing,
voices
and they
on
end.
those streets on Saturday as loud as we possibly can. We are seeing the numbers rise back up. And we will
Donald
rise
Trump
to
got
the
them to
occasion
talk and got them
fight
to
back
agree
against
to a
this
ceasefire.
and fight back
Even
against
if they
every
were just
message
blowing
of
smoke up his
imperialism,
ass.
of dehumanization and of death that the Western governments are pushing. So please come down, raise your voices, and we have some attackers over here who are incredible at making their voices heard. on those moments. So everyone
Generic
come
Cat
down,
says, we have
come on,
foreigners on our
we will
streets
not be
encouraging our
silenced.
children to commit extremism against our own society. I completely agree, but it's not just foreigners on our streets. There are the quislings inside, the whole of the educational establishment, a lot of the justice establishment, a lot of the police, a lot of the political establishment.
Everyone repeat after me. We are all Palestine Action. We are all Palestine Action. We are all Palestine Action.
And this is one foreigner who needs to be exiled, deported.
We are all Palestine Action. 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 We are all.
Yes, Tommy, all the Iran a few weeks away from a nuclear bomb, it's all rhetoric.
We have to be. Say it clear, say it loud. Say it clear, say it loud. Say it clear, say it loud. All action make us proud. 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 We want justice, you say how. 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 Free the filter 18 now. Free the filter 18 now. We want justice, you say how. We want justice, you say how. We want justice, you say how. And the siege on Gaza now. And the siege on Gaza now. And the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say how. 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 Stop arming Israel now. 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 Stop arming Israel now.
I don't know that it's a cultural Stockholm syndrome canticle. From what I know about Stockholm syndrome, it's to do with being kidnapped, isn't it?
Stop arming Israel now.
We haven't been kidnapped.
Stop
Our society
arming
has
Israel
chosen
now.
this. We chose all of this since the 1960s, when we started forgetting. We started forgetting all the hard work that was put in, that led to us having our society as it is and not being overrun by Nazis. We have had peace for so long, and the advancements of technology and the globalist international rules-based order, we have done so well out of it. We have nothing to strive for in this country. So people end up thinking stupid things and wanting something different. This is internal, in my opinion. This is absolutely caused by ourselves, not by third parties. They're just coming in and using the emotional, illogical, irrational people, the ones who don't really think for themselves. They just get taken in by the latest thing. Oh, something not very nice is happening over there, so we'd better go and do stuff here, because we know that we can get away with doing it over here. Try it over there, just like they tried in Egypt. Egypt knows that these people are just straight terrorists. They have no... They take... What's the words? They will not even allow them to be in their country for a few hours. They surround them. They allow the people to beat the shit out of them. And then they get rid of them. And we know that they're very, very scared of Islamic extremism being exported from the UK and from Europe back into Muslim countries. We know that. And we know that none of the Arab countries want any of the Palestinians in there, because they are so extreme. But they will use them as a crutch to continue their 1400-year war against the West. That's my opinions on it. And anyone else can have any other opinions they like. We never know what type of Iranian migrants they would be, though, Tommy. We don't know whether they're lions or Islamists.
Justice is our demand! Justice is our demand! Free the people, free the land!
He's now got himself a microphone.
Justice is our demand! Justice is our demand! Free the people, free the land! Free the people, free the land! Free the people, free the land! Free the people, free the land!
Daft lad, do we need ice? We certainly do. We need that.
Justice is our demand! Justice is our demand! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! Free Palestine! Stop the genocide! End apartheid! Decolonize! Decolonize! Decolonize!
Decolonize. I guess we have to get rid of all the Arabs from the Middle East then, eh?
From West Yorkshire to Gaza! From West Yorkshire to Gaza! Globalize the Intifada! Globalize the Intifada! Intifada! Intifada!
Israel is undertaking its own intifada at the moment.
Intifada!
Across Gaza and across Iran. They've already got Jordan on their side. They've got the Lebanon parliament and government on their side against Hezbollah and Iran. It's all coming together for Israel, really. What a fantastic intifada they are running.
Yalla, yalla, Intifada! Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada! 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 Free Palestine! 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 Say it loud, say it clear! Say it loud, say it clear! Liberation is near! Liberation is near! Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Gaza, you make us proud! Gaza, you make us proud! Gaza, you make us proud! Say it loud, say it clear! Say it loud, say it clear! Liberation is near! Liberation is near!
Sorry about that, I was getting a weak transmission. I had to check my router, check everything. Hopefully I'm back now, alright.
Okay, I want everyone to repeat after me again. Sorry for my rusty Arabic, but I believe we should be using Arabic chants because
We should be using Arabic chants in the middle of Leeds. Did England win the cricket? Blimey.
Yeah, not so, you can, but don't go in the middle of them because it's likely to antagonise them and we're here to keep it peaceful. That is antagonising. Going up into the middle. No, sorry.
You presume I'm trying to antagonise.
I've watched you antagonising it.
No, you watch me do what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You watch me antagonise, you presume I'm antagonising.
No, we've all watched you do it.
You assume that.
No, we haven't assumed.
You feel antagonised.
You have antagonised.
No, but you feel antagonised.
So stop hanging about your feelings.
Why are you doing anything
Go
to
over
you?
there. You're not going back in there.
Why are you giving me a direction?
I'm giving you a direction, yeah.
Why?
Go over there.
I haven't done anything
You
wrong.
have the freedom of expression.
Israel!
Not to breach the peace.
Israel!
It's fine, do it from over there.
Israel! Israel! Israel!
You out of the way. I'm not trying to go for someone. Go over here.
Oh, he's telling me I'm pushing against him now. Israel! 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 Why am I being excluded from the...
Because you call them
Oh, I'm called in breach of the peace.
Yeah.
It's excluded me because I'm called in breach of the peace.
That's what he says.
So, if I go over there, will you pull me back? What have I done wrong?
You know what you've done wrong.
No, tell me what I've done wrong.
I've told you 3 times.
What have I done wrong?
I've told you 3 times.
No, I can't. I've got a bad memory. What have I done wrong?
Antagonising the crowd. Just stay over here.
Antagonise?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
I just offered a difference of opinion.
You can do that, but from over here.
Alright, so...
That's it. That's it. Thank
What
you.
crime have I committed?
Never said you have.
Alright, so but you're holding me back.
I'm not holding you, but I'm going to keep
So I
you
can
over
go
there.
there?
No.
Oh. And why can't I go there?
Because if you go in there, you know you will create a breach of the peace, you will cause an upset.
I know I
you
will
are
create
going,
a peace.
you can have your right to protest.
Yeah.
Your right to protest doesn't mean you can
Sir,
stand in the middle of
sir,
them, so you
sir,
can do it from
sir,
here. No,
sir.
that's it.
All I did was Israel.
So you can do it from here.
But why can't I do it by there?
Because you know why. And we're not explaining to you. It's been
I
explained to you
don't
3
know
times as the
why.
officer
I don't
said.
know why.
Then it's not our problem
Explain
that
it
you
to
can't.
me.
It's not our problem. You
It's
can't
not my problem
understand
that I
when it's
don't
been
know.
explained to you 3 times.
But it's not
We're
my
not
problem
gonna
that I don't
continue.
know. But it's not my problem that I don't know.
So it's a moot point now because the event's over.
What does moot point mean? So I can, if the event's over, I can go?
No, you can stay here.
Oh, so
You
the
can-
event's over, but now I still
They're
have
still
to
there.
stay where
You
I'm
can stay.
staying.
Listen, the easy thing is, you've clearly had a drink as well, haven't you? Right.
You know nothing about me.
No, I know, but I can smell.
Right, but what's that got to do with anything?
That's when you get your balls.
You have no authority. What did he just say? That's when you get your balls what? That's when you get your balls what? What did you just say? That's when you get your balls what?
You just stand over there. Stand over there.
Oh, now I'm being manhandled. Now I'm not using force. You said something to me.
Yeah, he said something to you, just same as you were saying stuff.
I didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to
You're
you.
boring now, you need to go away.
I'm a boring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you drunk? Have you been drinking something? Because your pupils are small.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Don't check me.
You smell like alcohol.
Don't check me.
You're slaying the words.
Don't check me.
And your jaw's moving a lot.
Alright, don't check me.
No, I'm not. I don't need to go searching for what? Being drunk.
Well, you're accusing me
Well, no, I am
of
telling
something
you that you are
don't
drunk.
know that I've done.
I'm
so-
telling you that you are drunk.
You're telling me that I'm drunk.
In the same way that I can decide if someone is.
He's telling me that I'm drunk.
It's luring
So
you
what
with
do you want to
stink
check?
of alcohol.
Those things
There's no stop search for.
I'm
no, we don't
sorry
do stop
about that.
search
I'm
power
sorry
for,
about
for alcohol.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just consider your behaviour. You're more than
My
welcome to
behaviour-
express your free speech.
Like they
over
are.
here.
Yeah.
But that's their
I ain't trying to
viewpoint. You
antagonise
can have an
anyone.
opposing viewpoint. We're not against
I were.
that.
And you,
Right.
you
But
can
going
prove
up
that I
into
was trying to
the middle of
antagonise
their
people.
protest
You can
and start
prove.
screaming the opposite.
You can prove that I was trying to antagonise people.
Everything's on camera.
All right, so you can prove that I was trying to
Just
antagonise.
leave them to their side and you go have your side.
Baby,
That's how we
it's
keep
not about
it. I'm
side
not the
and
baby.
side.
I'm not your baby.
It's
Don't
not,
refer to me
I
as
know
such.
you're not
Have
my
a bit of
baby.
respect.
I know you're not my baby.
Right.
This is how I talk.
Right, well,
Are you
you're
discriminating against me
intoxicated.
now?
How am
I'm
I
not
discriminating
intoxicated.
against you?
I'm not
Yes, you are.
intoxicated.
You're drunk.
Baby,
It's
this
look-
is how I talk.
Again, it's not
this
my name.
is how I
It's not my
talk.
rank.
Do you want to arrest me?
Not
Have I done
particularly,
anything
no.
wrong?
Yes,
Right.
that's why I've moved
So
out of
I
the way.
said,
Okay.
Israel!
Which you're free
Israel!
to do,
But
yeah.
that upsets you. Why does it upset you?
It doesn't upset me.
But because I was surrounded by a group of people.
You put yourself in the middle of them. Let's be
I
fair.
did put myself.
In
I
that.
did put myself,
Exactly.
and proudly so.
Okay, well you can have your protest.
So
you
why
can
are
have
you
it
so
over here.
upset?
Because
Why are you
my
so
job
upset?
here is to make sure that everyone expresses their free speech peacefully.
But
That wasn't going
I
to
didn't
end
express
peacefully.
myself
In my-
peacefully because you pushed me
my
out.
belief is
Because
that
you
that
pushed
wasn't
me
going
out.
to end peacefully. So I can use
Oh,
force,
you
I can
presumed.
extort you out.
You
in
assumed
order
it
to
wasn't
prevent
going
you being
to end
assaulted by
peacefully,
multiple
so
people.
therefore you pushed me out. You assumed it wasn't going to end peacefully, and then you pushed me out. All right, so how is my life going to end? Because you are the all-seeing, all-giving. Hello? Am I retarded?
That's a personal question you might want to answer yourself.
Israel! 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 Is that within my right? Am I acting within my right? Israel! 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 Israel!
Israel's a terrorist straight jerk off. Terrorist state jerk off.
Israel! Do you know what the funniest thing is? I'm not even Jewish. Israel! 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 Israel!
I wish Victor was
Israel!
watching this. Victor and Hayden.
Israel! Israel!
He's
Israel!
laughing at him.
Israel!
The boys are coming over.
What are you swearing for?
We're not swearing.
Hello, baby.
You okay?
God bless.
You're swearing.
What's your name?
Anyone have a name?
My name's Daniel.
Your name is Daniel. Your name is Daniel as well.
Daniel,
I don't want to tell you my name.
you don't want to shake my hand.
Can't talk beside that.
You don't want to shake my hand.
He's been told. He's been told. He's not allowed to shake your hand. They just give you a hug.
My name is Daniel. I am from Bradford. I am 34 years old. I respect Islam. I respect Judaism. I respect Christianity. And I respect Hinduism. Your anger is the problem. I am not angry. Your anger is the problem. I am not angry. I love myself. I love my mum. I love my dad. I love my friend. I have no
Copper's looking at him from the
ideology.
side of his eyes. He's going, oh my God.
Tell me what the problem is and I will solve it. Problem? You really want to know? Tell me what the problem is and I will solve it.
How can you solve it?
Tell me what the problem is.
The problem is that Israel is killing babies.
The Jews need somewhere to exist.
Yeah. Right, so what?
So you can't just kill all the Jews. He has spoken for you.
No, he's my brother.
No, he's spoken for you.
No, he didn't.
He was talking and now he has spoken for you. It is not difficult. This is not rocket science, gentlemen. This is not rocket science. This is, hi, let's sort it out. Daniel, your name, your name, your name, your name, shake hands. Around the table. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. God bless everybody in this square. God bless everybody in this square. Everybody, God bless. God bless. Souls that are fighting, souls that understand. Just God bless you all. God bless. God is behind you. God is behind me. There is no problem. So let's stop trying to cause carnage on the streets. God is God. God is above us. God is above us. What do you mean, so what? What do you mean, so what? God is above us. Calm down. Calm down. Nothing to fight for. Why are you so angry? Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. We all calm down. Like a sunset over the sea. Like a sunset over the sea. Have I professed my hate to anything? No. Have I professed my hate to anything? No. I don't hate anything. Give me a love. Cuddle me. I want to hug you.
I did.
Come on then, brother.
I did.
But you let him there.
Look at
I'm
his
asking
face.
you.
I did.
Come on
Look
then.
at his face.
It's going to end up causing something. You know, he's already trying to harass us. So, I can tell he's had a truth. Very true.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to.
So you don't want to shake my hand, they will fist bump me. You don't want to shake my hand, they will fist bump me. He wants to go away.
Adam just said it was dull until then. He made it interesting.
And I respect. I apologise.
So Daniel,
I'm going home.
Daniel, do you want to tell us? You're live.
Pardon?
You're live on YouTube. You have been. Do you want to tell us what was it that gave you that strength to go in there
Just
in the
noise.
middle?
I live in the city centre and it's just constant noise, and it's not even that deep. I mean, it's not even that difficult. It's just fucking bureaucracy. It's just fucking. It's like a knot, or like it's like Japanese knotweed. Yeah.
That's exactly what's
Oh my
happened
god,
to
it's coming out my
society.
nose, but it went in my ass.
You have a good evening, mate. You have a
God
good
bless
evening.
you.
I hope to see you around.
I don't think I caused any harm.
I don't think you caused any harm, but some of them were a bit emotional with it.
Yeah, I think I let them know what it really is. And that's what it really is.
Have a good one. And that was Daniel. Not a Jew, not an Israeli. Don't know what he was, but he loved everybody. And the police didn't like him. The policeman really didn't like being called baby. I think, yeah. Is it how he speaks? Is that, I'm wondering whether this copper here has got to be called Baby from now on. Baby. Baby. And it looks like it's over. It looks like we have had a do. It has been going on for an hour and 11 minutes. And the people at the restaurants are now free from Palestine. They can now have a drink and something to eat without all of this noise going on in front of them. And Mr. Pigeon, Mr. Street Hawk, is telling us that's it. We're done. We're done.
It's getting late.
Thanks for the fun, guys.
Say baby to
To the guy there that's right next to the midget coplet.
She's small, isn't she?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
That guy. Did you hear Charlie Beach calling them coplets? Coplets next to the really big one that's in Manchester.
Well, you know, I still go by the put the pretty girls in just to stop the riots. But I might be wrong.
It's the pretty girls, the pretty coppers. The new coppers are all pretty according to Street Hawk. And that is it. We are done. That is another live stream from Monday Media here in Leeds. And we're going to get killed by a training bus.
We'll leave it there. It's getting late. I don't think anyone's going to follow us.
And we're wandering up Park Lane now. I've no idea where Adam has left whatever transport he may have come in, or he might be on his legs. He might have a 3 mile walk all the way back home. But yeah, it's over, it's done, and we're out of here. Thank you very much everybody for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Do me a solid, press the like, whatever it is, anything that can help me, and make sure that I can get out here much more often. Monday Media. And this is for Street Hawks. But I hope that was the best live stream you have ever seen from Street Hawk. And we'll look forward to some more.
It was literally dull everybody.
And this is Street Hawk.
Yeah. It's all right.
And
no,
it's not Street Hawk 2, is it? It's Street Hawk.
No, you don't.
And he's popular. Ooh, what's going on?
Can I be bothered following him? No.
Looks like he's heading into town.
Yeah, I can't be out.
Along Ball Lane.
There'll be some namby-pamby, unless it's in his... I don't think he'll have been attacked here.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. That is the end.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
Goodbye.
I can't hear I'm tempted to go down and look.